You know, I have never wanted to own a certain Iron Maiden album more than right now to place there. But I guess those bones will have to do. From Nia DaCosta and Alex Garland and Danny Boyle, I guess, still, yeah, maybe. We get 28 years later, The Bone Temple, with Ray Fiennes, Jack O'Connell, Alfie Williams returning, and Aaron Kellyman, Enfys Nest herself. Also some standout performances from Emma Laird, Louis Circus, and Marin Mack. Again, I can't go into too much of what these supporting actors do without spoiling the film, but I will say they definitely make it worth seeing. So if you didn't see the first movie, you're probably going to be really lost on what's going on in this movie because it literally picks up right after where the last one left off. But I'm not going to spoil that film either. A lot of people watching this might be what pushes them to go see the first one. I do have a review for the first one on my channel, and I'll leave that in the end title cards if you want to check it out. But I do recommend the first film. I thought it was really, really good. I think this one is a lot better. This story has a hell of a lot more character depth to these characters since you're already kind of familiar with. Really fall in love with a lot of them. The Doctor, played by Ray Fiennes, is just phenomenal. I mean, he deserves to be on the cover of all these posters. He really makes the movie. But what he's doing takes the whole apocalypse genre and I guess the I Am Legend of it all and certain other things that movies like this have tried to do before or pushed into before and really anchors it to me the best I think I've ever seen it done. I am so ready to see the third installment or the fourth installment, fifth. I don't know how many there's going to be in this. If it's just going to be a trilogy, then they're going to have to go out with a bang because there is a lot of stuff going on in this film. It all kind of comes to a head there at the end. It's not really a cliffhanger as much as it's a, oh my God, when's the next one? If that makes sense. So it's not like they just cut you off in the middle of something happening and it might be 4 or 5 years before you get to see it again. It's more of that, ooh, when's the next season coming out kind of feeling you get from a really good TV show, only in movie form. I want to talk about a standout actor. I know I talked about a few already in the opening, but Chai Lewis Perry plays Samson. And we got to see this character in the other film, and they do a lot of evolution with this, basically one of these infected zombie characters. And it's freaking, to me, it was out of left field. I know I saw a few of the trailers for this, but I don't remember seeing some of the things that happen with this character in the trailer. So I don't know if they do or don't. But yeah, it's worth not knowing when you go into it. Pretty cool. But this guy's facial expressions, man, are all over the place. We'll just leave it at that. I think people are really going to be hooked by what this guy is doing with his style of acting and his range. All in all, I think this is a very good start to the year. I would say I'm very happy that the first movie I reviewed last year was an A, and I would say that this is the first movie I'm reviewing this year, and I would give it an A as well. I still think this movie, 28 years later, has a lot of horrific elements in it. Just doesn't feel like your stereotypical horror movie. It's got so much of that epic Odyssey kind of vibe to it. And yeah, I know the Odyssey's coming later this year, but it just feels like this really deep story and this massive world building. And, you know, when you're watching a slasher flick or some paranormal horror movie, sometimes you don't really get those, and you really don't need that much of it for it to service the plot of a one movie story. And that's not what this is. So it's going to feel way larger just a one-off zombie movie would. Yeah, I think you should go see it. That's my recommendations. Yeah, I'm excited about 2026. I hope you are too. So yeah, if you want to follow me for some more stitched up thoughts on some great, like this one, and sometimes some not so great plots, you can subscribe here, follow, and do all the things that help keep me in the algorithm. I do have a Patreon. I do sell some merch. All of that stuff helps keep this thing running. And I appreciate you guys' support once again. See you next time.